Hi everybody, I'm Rose. I'm a volunteer at Franklin Farm and I come in every Saturday to check on the irrigation system. I'm going to show you how a leak is fixed. One of the things that we have to do is walk up and down the rows and just make sure that the irrigation system is in working order, because otherwise some plants might get soaked and too much water will damage them, and then other plants may not get enough water, which is just as troubling. Here's what a typical leak might look like, and if you can see that there's water shooting out of several holes, and that's probably from a little critter called a vole or something that's looking for a fast drink of water. So what I'm going to have to do is cut the hose, probably like right here and right here, and add a little bit of replacement hose and some little locks to keep it in place. Okay, so what I did is I just cut a piece of replacement hose and put the two valves on either end, and that'll be easier for me to put it back in the main line that we have right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here and right here, and I want to make sure that I cut with a 90-degree, make sure that it's at a 90-degree angle so that the valve will fit nice and snug. Now sometimes you can do the repair with the water running, and that sometimes makes it easier to keep the hose nice and straight, but you will get soaked. Other times it's easier to shut the water off and replace it that way. So what I'm going to do today is shut the water off, just because I don't want to get soaked. So as you can see, what I did is I just cut the hose, and you can see on one end the water's just running out of the hose because I did shut the water off. And here is the cut piece, and it's really neat because you can, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can see right where the little critters were getting their drink from. So it's pretty interesting. So first thing you want to do is you're going to make sure that the valve there is open, and you're just going to fit it right on the end of the hose and then tighten it, and then you'll repeat the same thing with the other one, and hopefully if all goes well, then you've made the repair. So here I've just slid it on, and now I'm going to tighten, and you want to make it nice and tight so that there's no little leaks or squirts. And if you notice, you see the replacement thing just fell out of the other end, so I'm just going to have to tighten that and fix the other end as well. Okay, and so here it is. Tighten both ends, so it should hopefully be good to go. So I'm going to go turn the water back on, and we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are back, and the water is on, and it looks pretty good. Notice there is a little tiny drip. I'm just going to try to tighten that a little bit, but if not, I think I'll just leave it alone because the rest of it is looking pretty good. So there's one last final step to do when you're making a repair, and that is to take a little orange flag, just like this, and you just put it right next to it, and that just indicates that there's a repair, so that in the fall, when it's time to close up the gardens for the winter, that we can collect the pieces and the valves that were used to do the repairs, and we can save them so that we can reuse the materials, because there's no sense throwing something out that we can still reuse. So I appreciate you visiting, and I'll give you a quick scan of where I'm at. I'm in the upper garden, in the eggplant row of Franklin Farm. So if you enjoyed this video and if this looks like something you might want to do, just come every Monday or Thursday nights at dusk and find out the great opportunities that you can share. Take care.